You're listening to Hotep Ish with your host, Dewan B. Intelligent Ish Talk, intelligent satire, celebrity and expert guests, information and entertainment, conversation and solutions. Leave your feelings at the door.
What up, y'all? We are here. Is Steve Harvey right? I forgot. I'm over here. I'm on camera today, y'all. What's up? These lights are... I look high as fuck. Yeah. Lights. These lights is a little bit too bright for me, homie. The lights is a little bit too bright. Welcome. What's up, y'all? Let's see people in the chat room. Yeah, I want to talk about this. Like, I got to get better at doing more stories like this because I'm the type, when I see other people cover a story, I don't necessarily feel like covering it. And a lot of people covered it already, so I'm like, you know what? I don't be feeling like talking like, I don't like following up. Like, my YouTube channel could be way bigger if I like followed up, talked about it, broke shit down and criticized people and talked about every news story. But I'm truly a contrarian. I hate doing what everybody else do. Yeah, what's up, everybody? What's up, the Atavist franchise? Francis, what's up, brother? Extreme X. What's up, Butter Love? Yeah, Steve Harvey trying to get that international bread. Let me turn my preaching music on. There we go. Got the preaching music on. Today's gonna be a special day because we're gonna do two shows. Two niggas. I just gotta remember that I'm on camera. I'm so used to being in here and not being on camera. And the reason why I don't be on camera because I'm not trying to be on camera looking like a fly guy with sunglasses on. But I always get my inspiration to go live when I get high. Like I be smoking my reefer, and then I'll be reading some shit and be like, man. So like 15 of y'all tagged me in that Steve Harvey video. Like 15 of you niggas tagged me in that shit of him talking about we as Africans, we get it from Africa. And I was like, all right. So I was smoking a blunt like an hour ago, and then I was like, all right. I think I'm gonna talk about this. But yeah, usually I don't be getting on camera because I don't like all these goddamn lights on. Y'all see through my glasses? Y'all see these goddamn lights? I don't want that shit in my eyes. Not when they look like this. Yeah. So we gonna break down these Steve Harvey comments. But before we do, I want to say this is a special show because, like, I'll be neglecting the Mixcloud, you know, because I do a lot of my music stuff on Caffeine, you know, these days. But, you know, I don't want to be waiting till Tuesday. And I only got an hour on Tuesdays. That's really not enough time to do these music breakdowns. And YouTube, for some reason, well, for whatever reason, YouTube doesn't allow me to play music. So since YouTube don't allow me to play music, I gotta go to Mixcloud. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna do a Mixcloud show right after this. Like we gonna talk like musically. I mean, like sort of anthropologically about why Steve Harvey's wrong. I'm gonna play his comments and we're gonna break his comments down. Then when I'm done breaking his comments down, I'm gonna have everybody go over to Mixcloud. The link is in the description. Mods, could you put the links up, please, to Mixcloud? And the Mixcloud link, y'all, is gonna send you over to the Mixcloud show, and I'm gonna do the Mixcloud show after I do right after. I'm gonna end this show and then go right over to Mixcloud, and we're gonna do musical breakdowns. I'm going to show you guys musically about how we get our music from us and how we inspire Africa, the Caribbean, and the rest of the Black world. All right, cool. Let me pin that. Quan almost put you in timeout. I just pinned your message. Yeah, so that's the Mixcloud link. So right now, while I'm doing this pre-part, I'm about to run a commercial. While I'm running this commercial, I need you guys to hit that button for Mixcloud. I'm pointing at my goddamn comment section. I want y'all to hit that button for Mixcloud and then download the Mixcloud app while I'm running this commercial. That way, when I'm done with this show and I switch over to Mixcloud, y'all can follow right along with me. That shit sound fair? Cool. I'll be right back. No. Wrong one. There we go.
Take one, and here comes the 2 to the 3 and 4.
Hold up. Celebrate our warriors and scholars. Black history on a t-shirt. Black people don't owe anybody anything but an ass whooping. Yep. Mothers of the movement, our scholars. Instead of wearing a sports jersey with someone else's name on your back, celebrate our leader's name on your chest.
Say it with your chest.
Get yours now at hotepish.com/shop. Free shipping on all orders over $75. Also, get your Black American music family tree at incenseandashtrays.com/shop. 400 years of music created here in North America exclusively by Black Americans on one piece of artwork.
Yeah, we back. I still got the 2 websites up, and those websites are going to stay up. But the mega shop, the wamb.com/shop, that's going to be coming at y'all late April, early May, sometime around there. And everything's going to be on that superstore. You dig? Everything is going to be on that superstar. Had to burn my incense. Incense and ashtrays is going to be on Mixcloud right after this shit. Let's see here. Put that up there. Y'all like my studio backdrop? I got a few backdrops. This is my first time using this. This is my first time seeing this one on camera. I like it. So let's get into what Steve Harvey said. I'm going to play his punk ass comments, and then we're going to break down his comments and bring correction. Steve Harvey just comes off to me as the kind of brother that would do and say anything for the bag. So let's take that into consideration when we're thinking about Steve Harvey. You know, because, you know, the Steve Harvey. But let me look for the comment. Let me see. Go to my Twitter. So let's just play his comments real quick. And then, let me see here. Browser share. Let's play his comments. And then let's break it down, all right?
Them Africans ain't stole nothing from us. They talk about Burna Boy stole this. No, we stole from Burna Boy. Them Africans is us, man. They the beat, they the rhythm, they the soul, they the hard work. We get our courage from them. When you see them people, they look just like your family. I was walking down Johannesburg, I thought I was in Detroit.
What up,
They walk like us, they look like us, they got moves like us. It's just, you gotta see it. And my goal is to help bridge this gap, because we got to touch base with them, because they love y'all, man. You don't even know. They think y'all to catch me out. They think y'all to lick. You know why? Because they know what you went through. They know where them slave ship picked you up at. They know they brought you to a land. They know what they did to you. And y'all still over here shining. If we take this shine back over there and give them the love and teach them that dust, we'd have a powerful union, man. That has to happen.
All right, I played it all the way through. Now I'm about to go back and play it and dissect it comment by comment, because he said a whole lot of bullshit. I just wanted y'all to hear the whole thing uninterrupted, so you can, gather your opinion and think what you're going to think. And then, so, I'm not trying to sway nobody's opinion. I ain't trying to tell you what to think. Just sharing my opinion and saying this is what I think, and this is my point of view. You dig? So let's go back to Steve Harvey's comments and try to figure out this nigga talking about. Let's try. All right, cool. Let me go.
Them Africans ain't stole nothing from us. They talk about Burna Boy stole this. No, we stole from Burna Boy. Them Africans is us, man.
All right. Steve Harvey said a lot there. He said they ain't stole nothing from us. Let me go back. I don't want to miss. My blood almost started boiling, so let me go back and hear that. Oh, my bad. Y'all can't hear that part. Let me go back. Let me go back and play that part again.
Them Africans ain't stole nothing from us. They talk about Burna Boy stole this. No, we stole.
Look, we ain't saying Burna Boy stole. We're saying the sound that he uses is ours. He didn't steal it. We gave it to him. He didn't take nothing. It was our offering. Fela Kuti comes, and when I play Incense and Ashtrays after this show, I'm going to play you guys some early Fela Kuti from before 1968. Listen to how he sounded in the UK, and then listen to how he sounded after he came into America, and how we inspired the sound, how he was sounding like James Brown, how he was sounding like John Coltrane. And I'm going to play you musical examples of that. Fela Kuti is the godfather, the father of Afrobeat, of the sound of Africa. And the sound of Africa is more of it's still, when you're talking about Burna Boy, a lot of that shit sound like dancehall, tell you the truth. But dancehall comes from us. Dancehall ain't nothing but Jamaican version of disco. That's why dancehall didn't become a thing until after disco. Disco, dance music, that post, except for and then that evolved into house and techno here in America. Jeff in Jamaica and the islands in Africa, that has a different rhythm. Here in America, it's 4 on the floor. On the island, it's that didn't come to after we put 4 on the floor and We inspired all. That's not stealing. We gave it to you. So let's start off from that point of view alone, Steve Harvey. Get it right. We ain't saying they stole nothing. We saying we gave it to you. Just pay respect to the motherfuckers who gave you a little bit of something. That's all we saying. So first off, Steve Harvey, don't take us out of context. All right? Don't take us out of context. Don't make us sound like we saying something we didn't see. You dig? I noticed for your Steve Harvey concerts, y'all noticed for them when Steve Harvey was doing the Kings of Comedy and he had that musical bit, he was playing the Ohio Players. He was playing he was playing Lenny Williams. Seth the Entertainer was playing One Way. They wasn't playing no Afro beats when the Kings of Comedy hit and it was time to play some music, right? Let's listen to more of what he had to say.
Stole from Burna Boy. Them Africans is us, man.
See right there, that's what we call in rhetoric. That was a jump. That wasn't even a logical movement in reasoning. He goes from y'all saying we stole something from Burna Boy, and then he turns around and jumps and says those Africans is us. One has nothing to do with the other. They may be us. Matter of fact, on earth, we are all one. Ain't that what Frankie Beverly and Mays said? Sometimes I feel with the silly games we play, we are one. Ain't that your song, Steve Harvey? We know we won, but we still developed our unique culture, because culture is how groups of people survive relative to their environment. And so depending on your environment shapes your culture. It's not hating or saying someone is stealing or saying we can't even be together. We can still be together and still be divided and still have acknowledge our cultures. Because if you live in a land that's tropical and water is abundant, you're going to have a different culture than people who live in lands that are icy and resources are less abundant. Different cultures. People in mountainous areas have different cultures. Their muscles grow different or stronger in different areas because the culture of a mountain is going to be different than, say, a culture of people who live on a plain. People who live in jungles. Do y'all know? Let me preach before I even go to the next comments. Do y'all know? Like, let's just talk like real shit. Y'all know people hear differently depending on the environment you're raised in. People raised in tropical environments, and especially the Caribbean, where they're jungles, oftentimes they hear colors. Like us in cities, we don't hear colors. We hear sounds. Our ears are tuned differently. People in tropical environments and jungles, they hear colors. So they hear a certain sound, they'll hear yellow. Another sound will come, they'll hear blue or green or turquoise. That's why Caribbean music is different. If you notice, Latin music is very colorful. There's a lot of I can hear colors sometimes in certain sounds. And when you listen to Latin music, it's a lot of greens and yellows in their music. Lots of in African music too. That's why African music and Caribbean music is so tied together. They both have similar tropical type climates. And so there are a lot of greens and yellows in their music. What do they call American music? They call it blues. Why do they call it blues? Why is my studio blue? Blue is a melancholy color. Blue is the color of the experience of the Black American in North America. Blue on an energetic level is a feminine color. Feminine principle. When we talk about feminine, we ain't talking about men and women. We're talking about science. The feminine principle is a receptive. It receives. It holds. And and it expresses itself artistically through its emotion. So the blues music is us expressing our blues, the blues we've gone through, the blues we've had to hold on to. Is expressing that blues through music. And when you combine jazz with blues, you get jazz rhythms with blues, you get rhythm and blues. Jazz rhythms with blues writing, with blues stylings. That's not dissing Africa. That's not dissing the Caribbean. That's saying their music is full of a lot of reds, greens, and yellows based on the color palette, based on the sounds and the chords that they use. They use red and green chords musically. We use blue chords musically. It's just different. It's not about saying who's better, who's not. People gotta get that shit out their mind, because this is just talking now. If everybody in the world happens to like our music more than they like your music, then that's just what it is. You decide if it's better or not. But if the whole world is stopping what they did to adopt what we do, you be the referee and tell me what's better. But I'm not saying. Nigga. Let's get into more of what Steve Harvey talking about.
They the beat, they the rhythm, they the soul, they the hard work.
Now he really pandering. They the beat, they the rhythm, they the soul, they the hard work. They the beat, they the rhythm, they're the soul. Really, Steve? I like to break it down like this, and y'all know how I like to break it down. I wish I had the picture up. Damn it. I can't find the picture. I keep saying that. You know how it is when you got too much shit on your hard drive? I have like all these, every recording that I do stays on my goddamn hard drive. And so I got to put this shit on my external. I got to put this on my external hard drive so I can get some more damn. Here it is. Here it is. He said they the beat, they the rhythm, they the soul. Steve Harvey. How can they be the beat if they didn't invent these right here? Y'all know me, I like bragging and showing a picture of my drum set. I didn't Google this image. I took this image from my drum set. Left-handed setup. Those are some old symbols though. That's an old picture. I got more updated symbol. I got a more updated hi-hat than that. But that's another story. Anyway. This is the beat to our music right here. The drum set. When we invented the drum set, D.D. Chandler, 1896, even white folks acknowledge that. Look that shit up in the Smithsonian. That's my reference. Although the drum set in America goes back further according to the Black American legend, according to D.D. Chandler himself. That's just what they played in his neighborhood, the drum set. So that's a different beat. That's a whole different beat. Africans, this isn't their beat. Before they came across us, this was the African beat right here. Hand drums. Groups of people. You dig? This is the African beat. This is the African beat. And why is that white woman in the middle of the African beat? I don't know. But the African beat is a community of drummers playing a polyrhythmic sound. They have a beautiful beat, minus the white woman sitting right there. But while y'all trying to take our music, this is what's happening to African traditional beat today. This is what's happening, Africans. Well, y'all trying to take what we created. This is what's happening in your culture right now as we speak. This is the African beat right here. This is Afro beat before they met James Brown right here. This is our beat right here in the pocket. Oh, and I wish I could play some music. But for those of you who download the Mixcloud app, download the Mixcloud app right now. It's pinned to the top. After I'm done with this anthropological breakdown, we're going to have a musical breakdown. I'm going to play you music examples, but you're going to have to get that over on Mixcloud. And again, I want to apologize to y'all. Not really apologize because I appreciate y'all ain't got to do it, but I would like to do everything on one app. But different apps have different permissions. And, you know, and I would like to do more of this shit like with caffeine with y'all, but I'm only on caffeine once a week. If I were on caffeine more times a week, I would just do more stuff over there and just do it all in one show. But I'm only on caffeine once a week, and 1 hour ain't enough to really break this music down to y'all the way I want to break it down. So if you're interested in the music breakdowns, you got to go over to Mixcloud, because when I'm done with this verbal breakdown, we're going to play a musical breakdown. I'm going to let y'all hear with y'all ears what I'm talking about. You dig what I'm saying? Right now, we just talking about it. Mixcloud, we're going to listen to it and really get down with it, all right? That's going to come in about an hour. I'll be done with this breakdown in about 30, 45 minutes or so. And then we're going to go over to Mixcloud and do the rest. You feel me? So that's what's going on with that's the difference. It's not about them having an inferior beat or us having a superior beat. It's just that here in North America, the Black American created a different beat. Why would that even be offensive to anybody? This is their beat. This is their beat. This is our beat. One person in the pocket. Their beat. Our beat. Their beat. Our beat. Don't lie, Steve Harvey. The way you was lying when you had that hairpiece and we didn't know it. We thought that was your hair. We was like, man, that nigga Steve Harvey hairline always crisp and perfectly microphoned. I remember when it was a Steve Harvey show was out here in LA back in 2000. We was like, man, that brother hair, he always sharp. Then somebody came to me that was like, that's a hairpiece, bruh. And that was before these current hairpiece. Like hairpiece, all you niggas, you got niggas that ride the bus got hairpieces now. But back then, that was some shit that we was like, niggas that know what hairpiece? We thought that was real hair, Steve Harvey. You deceived us. Now you trying to deceive us again. That ain't fair, Steve Harvey. That ain't right. Let's go back to more what he talking about.
We get our courage from them. When you see them people, they look just like your family. I was walking.
The fuck is this nigga talking about? We get our courage from them. We get our courage from them. I was just watching an HBO documentary on Frederick Douglass and how Frederick Douglass, basically how he got out of slavery. He basically picked up a scrap of paper that had somebody's old train ticket and got on the train and went north and went to New York and then into Connecticut. And then after he freed himself, he spent a lifetime going back and fighting as the greatest abolitionist ever known to man. Can we name the African or the African empire that came to assist Frederick Douglass as he was fighting to abolish slavery in the 1840s, the 1850s? Because when we're talking about the 1840s and 1850s, all African kingdoms are not conquered yet. There are still thriving kingdoms in Africa in the 1830s and the 1840s. The Benin civilization, those Dahomey tribe people, folks, was fighting up for other Africans to sell their asses off to the Portuguese and the French and the English. The Dahomey tribes were strong. What about during the Barbary Wars? And I mean, they're like a lot of that Barbary Wars may be a little bit too far back. But even though Morocco, North Africa, Morocco was the first country that gave the United States legitimacy, that recognized the United States as a country. That was Africa. You can look up. Matter of fact, let me pull this up. Watch this. See, this is something that I can't do when I'm on my porch. I can't be pulling up these articles like this. Let me see here. Look at this. Look at this letter from Sidi Muhammad to George Washington, December 1st, 1789. This is Africa. This is right. This is they know slavery's going on. This is basically a letter where Sidi Muhammad, where you have George Washington writing to the Sultan of Morocco, saying basically, I know y'all fronted me a bunch of money, and you see here, look at George Washington. The United States having unanimously appointed me to supreme executive authority in this nation, Your Majesty. This is a white boy calling an African Your Majesty. Letter of the 17th of August, 1788, which by reason of dissolution of the late government remained unanswered, has been delivered to me. This is George Washington acting like a bitch to the Sultan of Morocco. This is because the Sultan of Morocco was coming down on this punk ass nigga because the United States owed a debt. You know what I mean? Look at this. May the Almighty bless. Look here. Look the final. In the course of approaching winter, the national legislature, which is called by the former, that's the name of Congress, will assemble, and I shall take care of nothing. Take care that nothing be omitted that may be necessary to cause the correspondence between our countries to be maintained and conducted in a manner agreeable to Your Majesty and satisfactory to all parties concerned. The Almighty bless Your Imperial Majesty. Man, look at this. Talking about, if you just read the letter yourself. Look at this. Encourage which Your Majesty has been pleased generously to give our commerce with your dominions. This is Africa right here. When these crackers was enslaving us, this is the President of America kissing Africa's ass. Africa wasn't all the way down and out when we was enslaved, nigga. You can find that letter in the founders.archives.gov is my source. That is a .gov website. Founders.archives.gov. G-O-V. Is that the Africa you talking about, Steve Harvey? They use us. They got the courage. No disrespect, but I'm not going to look. I have too much love for Ida B. Wells. I got too much love for John Henry Clark. I got too much love for Dick Gregory, Malcolm X, Dr. Claude Anderson, Aretha Franklin, Michael Jackson. These black Americans that put their lives and careers on the line. Yes, I said Michael Jackson. Go back and listen to the History album, nigga. If you think I'm bullshitting. These are people who put their careers and livelihoods on the line to give us a message. And to disrespect my ancestors like that, the people who put it on the line for me, and say that they get it from somewhere else, not with it. I got respect for my culture and my ancestors, Steve Harvey. I know you probably don't, because you see black people as just something to make money off of, to crack a few jokes on, say a few family feuds and make money. That's all you probably see us as, Mr. Harvey. I'm not saying that's just based on my observation. I might be wrong. But I don't see black people as just money-making opportunities. I see black people as my family. As my mom, my dad, my uncles, people in the chat room. Man, where the fuck did my thing go? I'm looking for something. My bad, y'all. I'm over here looking for some shit. Because I'm a nigga. Yeah. If you want a perfectly polished show, turn on CNN. All right. Let's get more into what this rat bastard's talking about.
Walking down Johannesburg, I thought I was in Detroit.
What up,
They
though?
walk like us. They look like us. They got moves like us.
That right there shows you the truth and what Steve Harvey truly believes and what he truly knows. If we is them, then why do they walk like us, talk like us, have moves like us? You kind of just flipped it, bruh. If you bought into your own bullshit, you just saying we move like them, we talk like them, we act like them. That's not what you said. You said they move like us, they talk like us, they act like us. Which one is it, Steve? Which one is it, Mr. Harvey?
It's just, you gotta see it. And we gotta, my goal is to help bridge this gap.
I'm with you, Steve. I want to bridge the gap too. But gaps are bridged in honesty and truth. You can't bridge a gap by lying. You can't bridge a gap by throwing your own ancestors under the bus to make somebody else feel good. Let's tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you motherfucking God. If you can't handle the truth, are you my friend? Should I play that New Edition song? Is this the end? Are you my friend? A friend can take the truth. A friend don't want... Look, I ain't never met a friend that want me to lie to him. I met some punk-ass people posing as friends that wanted lies. I met some deceptive individuals that had ulterior motives that wanted lies. I met people who were snakes in the grass that wanted lies. They came off as friends. They appeared as friends. They come over your house. They eat your food. But they really snakes in the grass. Those traditionally, when I've discovered people who were snakes in the grass, when I would look back on my time around them, and I still got snakes in the grass around me. We all got snakes in the grass around you. You just got once you recognize a snake in the grass, you be like, oh, there it is. Oh, I see it. Once you see the snake in the grass, it can't get you. It only gets you when you don't see it. But we all got snakes around us. In my experience, the snakes are the ones who want you to lie to them. It's usually the snakes. The friends are usually always cool with the truth. You dig what I'm saying? Let's get more in to what we're talking about. Come on, Steve Harvey. What else you talking about?
Because we got to touch base with them. because they love y'all, man.
Bruh, how long? How long, Steve Harvey? How long is it going to be on us to touch base with them? We've been doing that for a long time. We've been doing that for a long time. Steve Harvey. Do you know who this cat is right here, Steve Harvey? That's Booker T. Washington. Booker T. Washington has been trying to touch base with Africa damn near 200 years ago. Dude. How long? Like, for real. We have been trying to hook up with Africa for a long time. Talk about courage. What about him? Du Bois. Du Bois died in Ghana. He believed in Pan-Africanism so much. And I don't want to hear none of you cluckhead niggas coming in the chat room talking about man, he sold out. Man, look at the arc of Du Bois' career in his life. Du Bois did start off on some more let's come together. And he was a puppet for them white folks at first. Then Du Bois realized, but even when he was a puppet, he was still more real than 99% of you niggas that go around criticizing him. So even when Du Bois was a puppet, he was still a more pro-black and more down for niggas than 99% of you niggas that criticize him. So I don't want to hear none of that Du Bois slander in my chat room or my comment section for you niggas after the show. Du Bois realized late in his life, later on in his life, the mistakes that he made, and he did his best to correct it. And he even went over to Africa and tried to create to the point to where the United States revoked his goddamn citizenship. His passport, I mean. They revoked his passport and that man died over in Ghana. Are there any Du Bois? Are there any W.B. Du Bois statues? I mean, now you talking about little small. Are there any major statues in Ghana? Does Du Bois reckon? Is there a W.B. Du Bois Day in Ghana? Steve Harvey, learn your history, you Muppet motherfucker, you. God damn. How long? Tired of these niggas that don't want to know shit that I was going around fucking off, cracking jokes. And you know, I mean, I'm a comedian. I crack jokes too. But I'm tired of these motherfuckers that's always there for the party, always there to make some money, to crack jokes and the hee and ha. But when they take time to pick up a goddamn book, they too busy. What's wrong with these niggas? Let's keep going. Let me see here. There we go.
You don't even know. They think y'all to catch me out. They think y'all to lick. You know why? Because they know what you went through. They know where them slave ship picked you up at.
That's another thing. I said this about the white boy the other day, and I'm saying about this nigga now. You ain't my friend if the only connection we have is slavery. Because if the only place we can connect is at our worst moment, that's a trauma relationship. You ever hear of trauma marriages where people get married because they experience a traumatic event together, and then they grow up and once they get past that trauma, they realize they really don't really fuck with each other like that? I'm not for trauma-based relationships. My friendship with you ain't gonna be based on some trauma that happened to me. The trauma happened to me. It's not who I am. The trauma, if I connect with you, it's because I fuck with you, not because of some trauma point. Oh man, they just like us. They know where them slave ships. No, the fuck they don't. Steve Harvey, they don't know where them slave ships went up. Half the people in South Africa wasn't there when that shit was going on. Go back and look at Julius Malema talks all the time. I remember it was a speech from like 2016 where Malema was talking about kicking out these South African, these white folks. And there's some lady over there with a Planet of the Apes wig, some African lady. She talking about something. You're not even Watusi. You cannot talk for us because you're not Watusi. Go and look at South Africa. South Africa, them motherfuckers is dealing with the same shit with Nigerians that we are. Go and just look up on a lot of African news. You hear all the time about South Africans getting mad because Nigerians are coming from Nigeria and taking their jobs. You see, it's like so much turmoil in Africa. You got Africans that are moved all over the goddamn place. They don't know where that shit. If they knew their fucking history, Steve Harvey, they wouldn't be in the position that they're in. Do you think look, this is how much I love Africa and Africans. I'm just talking about our distinction, our differences, because we're different. But Africans are very great and mighty people. That's why they don't know who the fuck they are. Do you think if they knew who they were, they'd be in the position that they're in right now? Them Africans are in the position that they're in because they don't know who the fuck they are. They're educated by Europeans, nigga. They don't know who they are. You think they will be living in huts and villages in South Africa and shanty towns while white folks live in these luxurious ass houses if they knew who they were? God damn, Steve Harvey, you don't know shit. You rich than a motherfucker though, so hey, but if not knowing shit was worth money, goddammit. If not knowing shit was worth money, you wouldn't have no asshole because you don't know shit, but you got a lot of money, so. But at what cost? At what cost do you want the money? Let's keep going.
Back. They know they brought you to a land. They know what they did to you. And y'all still over here shining. If we take this shine back over there and give them the love and teach them that dust, we'd have a powerful union, man. That has to happen.
We don't need to go over there and teach them that dust. They got the internet. They picking it up anyway. Look at Burna Boy. You started the conversation talking about Burna Boy. Well, Burna Boy obviously picked up some of the shine and some of the dust because all of his body language and music sounds like us. So he picked it up. That's not what we need to share with them. What we need to share and the common bond we need with the African diaspora is a mindset of liberating ourselves from these people and owning and controlling our stuff and working together. But we can't teach them that. We've tried that, Steve Harvey. We tried that. Du Bois tried that. Booker T. Washington tried that. They tried that. They tried that. And that's just two. It's way more I can put up. But this is the result of Du Bois trying that. This is now the African drum circle. That's what we got back from Du Bois's efforts. This is their beat, Steve Harvey. When you say Burna Boy we stole from Africa, no. This is the African beat right here. Hand drums, drums and sticks on the ground, multiple drummers playing a polyrhythmic sound. This is our beat. The drum set on the one. Our music is blue. Their music is colorful. We different. And there's nothing wrong with being different. Why don't we just acknowledge the differences? Yeah, and if y'all feel so inclined, I appreciate that, mods. If y'all feel so inclined to, Hit the Cash App. I didn't even have it up the whole time. Hit the Cash App. $ Dewan Brown. Hit the Cash App because it's a lot going on that we have to celebrate and know our culture. And we have to forewall our culture. You know what I mean? We got to preserve it. We got to preserve the culture. Download the Mixcloud app because in a few minutes, we're going to finish this conversation on Mixcloud. The app, I have it pinned to the top of the comment section. If you don't have Mixcloud, download it. Download right now because as soon as I'm done with this part of the show, we're going to go over to Mixcloud and I'm going to play y'all some musical examples. We about to get into the music. We're going to play some Fela so I can show you how he sounded before he got with our sound. I'm going to show you how he sounded after he got to our sound. I'm going to play some James Brown and his influence on Fela and Afrobeat. We're going to play some reggae, some dancehall so I can show you that a lot of Afrobeat is really a derivative of dancehall and how dancehall is a derivative of Black American disco, R&B. And we're going to dance around with the music over on Mixcloud. So if you got the Mixcloud app, get ready. And if you don't have the Mixcloud app, hit the button and download the Mixcloud app because we're going to finish this show over on Mixcloud playing some music. You dig? But before I switch over to Mixcloud, because I know half of you niggas ain't going to listen. Well, I'll take it back. I know 95% of you motherfuckers ain't going to listen. And y'all going, as soon as I'm done here, y'all going to go to the next show on YouTube. So y'all won't make it over to Mixcloud. That's fine. So if you've got any questions, go ahead and ask right now. And then also for Mixcloud, Mixcloud is live. And then the archive to the Mixcloud show is going to be, thank you for everybody that's subscribed to my Patreon. This is going to be put up on Patreon right after the Mixcloud. But if you ain't on Patreon, it's cool. It's free. It's going to be free on Mixcloud live. So if you catch me live, listen to it and never listen to it again. But if you want the archive, that motherfucker gonna be on Patreon. Breeze Omega, not damn another app. You should know Mixcloud been around. I've been around what? Quan, how long have I been doing Mixcloud? What, year and a half now? 2 years? I've been doing Mixcloud for a while. You niggas just don't be on. Salute to Quan S, Butter Love. Y'all be part of. That might be part of, like, I love y'all because y'all be there. Yeah, like that's like my music app and y'all be fucking with it. Yeah, my Mixcloud is Incense and Ashtrays. Yes, it's at Dewan B, Mixcloud.com/Dewan P. And like I said, I would like to do this more on caffeine, but I'm only on caffeine once a week. So we got a question. Do y'all want me to only do music shows once a week for an hour? Or do you want more shows that's going to have music involved? If you want more shows going to have music involved, I got to do Mixcloud. Because YouTube won't let me play music. It's that simple. I don't want to send you niggas to Mixcloud, right? If YouTube let me play music, it would be no issue. If I could hit play right now on my iTunes and play these examples, and YouTube don't red flag my channel, then it's all good. But I can't. So I had to find somewhere where I could legally because I don't want nobody suing my ass. So that's what it is. Netta J say you want more shows on Mixcloud? Yeah, I want more. Like I want to do more music shows and I can only do caffeine once a week. You know what I mean? I would like to do caffeine more, but it's only once a week. So since they only once a week, if I'm going to do more than once a week, I got to do them on Mixcloud. Because YouTube won't let me. So yeah. We're gonna switch over to Mixcloud. It is 2:11 Pacific time. I will be live on Mixcloud by 2:20 Pacific time. So we're going to flip it on over there and we're going to jam out to the music and I'm going to finish this breakdown of Steve Harvey, but we're going to tie it in to the music. And we're going to play some musical examples and we're going to jam out. And I got some more to be talking about. But thank y'all again for listening here on YouTube. I know most of you niggas going to stay here on YouTube. But for those of you who want to follow me in the Mixcloud, follow me on over there. And we're going to start in about 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Maybe sooner. I just got to roll a blunt real quick. Oh, remember, there are no. Oh yeah, my live show for YouTube. For you niggas that don't flip over. YouTube, I got my live show April 29th. The Comedy Chateau. Get your tickets right now. Link is, shit. Maz, help me with the link. And then, or somebody get the link to the Mixcloud, to the comedy show and put it in the comments after this, and then I'll pin it to the top. All right, but meet me over on Mixcloud in 8 minutes or less. 8 minutes or less. I'm out.